ladies and gentlemen, Pat Griffin, ladies and gentlemen. Give us a
I just rushed over from the senior center. The seniors and the comics all walk around asking the same question. How much time do I have? and when they give me the light, I hope it's not at the end of the tunnel. We had Tai Chi this morning. You know, it's a martial art. So don't hesitate to ask after the show, sir. I'll be happy to walk you to your car. As long as the assailant sails in slow motion, I've got this. Well, actually, I don't know very much about Tai Chi, because honorable instructor, right here in Dublin, honorable instructor speaks only Chinese. It's vowels. If you grunt, you've said something. So, well, then you have to worry because there are positions in Tai Chi. There is Mabu, there's Kung Bu, and there's Shibu, the more dangerous Shibu. And if you fall down, it's a boo-boo. Mabu is the one that concerns me because you spread your legs and you squat. And I worry. There's a lady in front of me doing exactly the same thing. What if she farts? I'd say she just put a vowel. Now, a long time ago, languages have been a problem all my life. When I was 17, I was plucked from Berkeley High School and placed in a French school near Paris. I didn't speak a word of French. Failure. I flunked English. They wanted me to translate Shakespeare into French. I couldn't translate it into English. And then, oh, my French family, they're so sweet. They named their dog Patsy after me. And I'd hear, "Tais-toi, Patsy," which means "shut up, Patsy." And I'd hear, "Dehors, Patsy," which means "outside, Patsy." So Patsy and I shut up and went outside. I followed her because she understood French. And it was a modern school at the time. They had, first year, they had put boys and girls together in the same school. So head of security was Madame Lafarge. And I can picture her now, perched on her bicycle behind a bush, watching for lovers. Well, I was late for class one day, so I was marching through the forest on my way to school, and I tripped over this couple on the ground, just as Madame screams, "Ménage à trois!" Is that on my schedule? Well, I'm here to learn. So I learned French the hard way, and tonight so will you. It's all in the mouth. You want your mouth open, your lips forward, and wet. So you know this position. With your mouth open, your lips forward, and wet, repeat after me. That's beautiful. You have just mastered 10% of the language. Now, go out. Find a Frenchman, tap him on the shoulder, and say, "Ugh." See what happens. He'll probably ask if you're taking Tai Chi. So, well, it's a, what were we talking? I'm 83, actually. And the racers are going, I'll be 88 by Friday. My kids don't want me to drive. They strap me in the back seat, facing backwards. They call that reverse parenting. Very disrespectful. And I don't know, do you know anyone who wakes up in a bad mood until he's had his first cup of coffee. The trouble is my son doesn't drink coffee. Later tonight, he'll text me and he'll say, Mom, it's after midnight, where are you? I don't know. Check with your sister, she's got me on GPS. So I do wander around a bit, but I forget things. Well, I had an accident. Okay, I did. I had an accident. Bambi killed my Volvo. That's what happened. It was in the dark of night on Stanley Boulevard, right? To the left of Livermore. And this deer leaps out of the bushes into my headlights, bam, onto my car. Why'd she do it? She missed the safety committee meeting. Instead, she went to that stag party. And that's where she met Buck. And Buck and Bambi decided to play chicken. You know what chickens do? They cross the road. So Buck and Bambi are racing through the forest, and I believe it was consensual. So Buck and Bambi are racing through the forest, and they're running and running and running, and they get to the road, and the Buck stops here. Bambi passes the Buck. Here comes my car. And now my Volvo's in hospice. Allstate wants to pull the plug. For those of you who don't speak Swedish, Volvo is the Swedish word for expensive repairs. And the Blue Book value of this car is less than the value of the Blue Book. So I left my car. I took care of my car. Oh well, there was the time that I broke the dipstick. It was in the middle of Nevada. And for those of you, Nevada is this vast expanse that you have to cross to get to the world. And so I'm standing in the middle in this sagebrush, and I'm holding the pink handle, and the business end of this thing is stuck down in the hole. What to do? So I called the Volvo dealer, and this is what he said. Send me a dipstick pic. That joke killed in the Castro. I forget things. I forget like what I'm supposed to say. I forget names. Anybody had that problem? There's a lady walking toward me, and I know her dog's name. I know her. I know where she lives. She's my sister. And I lose things. I lose my keys, my phone, grandchildren. Thank God I found my phone. I lost it in the sheets. I found it in the washing machine. Costco won't take it back because it shrank. And don't worry, we found, what's his name? My grandson. He was in the dryer. Oh, he had a fit. You can't argue with this kid. He's captain of the Montessori debate team. Oh, wait, but we do agree on one thing. If he wants something, who should he ask? His other grandma. So we're in total agreement on that. This woman bought him tickets to a UCLA basketball game in Maui. I bought the kid a shirt. It was on sale for $14.99. It was actually over at Sears, right there at the mall. $14.99. So I take the thing over to the register, and the young man says, "Lady, if you open a charge account today, the store will give you $15. True story. politician in the room. It's a prophet. But what if my grandson returns the shirt? He'll know. I want the penny. Now, the latest thing the other grandma did, she paid for the bar mitzvah at the Hilton. I gave him a rosary. Keep it for backup, kid. Well, I don't know. I was risky. I'm checking on you guys. But anyway, she'll buy anything for him, so that's good. And what is it? Did I have to? Oh, what were we talking about? I hope you're paying attention because I need to know. What did I tell you about my sweetie? The penny. I did. Well, I never. He didn't return it as far as I know. But anyway, did I tell you about my sweetie? No. I married a Marine. I married him for his body. I found out later he could read. Beautiful body. I don't know, didn't think about much else. But anyway, he could. But then the Marine Corps sent him to Vietnam. And celibacy is not what I had in mind. How long does it take to stop communism? He comes back a very light sleeper. So I feel terribly safe sleeping next to a trained killer. He wakes easily. So I'm asleep one night, and suddenly he leaps out of bed. He runs out, he pulls on his pants, he runs out and he chases some guy over the back fence. And he comes back in and he said, oh, we had a peeping Tom. He wasn't looking at you. Why not? Well, a lot of stuff happened between then and now. And today, we are the proud parents of some old people. I didn't think they'd make it past infancy. But who knew why they did? But they're gone. And it's just my sweetie and I. And we're planning lots of trips. Trips to the cardiologist. Trips to the ophthalmologist. And for our bones, we'll visit the paleontologist. Kaiser is our travel agent. Where else can we get a room for an hour? With a little bed with stirrups. But alas, my sweetie, he fell on his head. And since that day, our home has been a revolving door of caregivers from all over the world, all men. My sweetie will tell you he doesn't need a caregiver, but I do. He will tell you that he is being held under house arrest while I am enjoying my empire of erotic, exotic stuff. Which is true. That is true. Hercules is my favorite. It was the thing that he really, really hates was the 90-minute sponge bath. But I like to be clean. So fellas, I have some advice for you. Be nice to her, because someday she's going to be in charge. I control the money. I control the pills. Blood. One for you, one for me. Two for me. What? No. But best of all, after 50 years of marriage, I control the TV remote. Thank you.